chicka brown cow, brown chicka brown cow. Yeah, what's up, man?
Episode 9. How are you?
Well, Kevin, I just want to tell you, that you're not at your studio, and I think you phoned it in. And I also think you're at some fancy barbecue, and you can go fuck yourself. So
Listen,
my name's Maurice Hallchuck. Yeah, hey, all right, cool. Hey, what's up? Hi, Kevin Suker. How are you, man? The Sukster in the house.
I'm just freaking great, Michael Shapiro.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
I'm broadcasting live today from Artie's studio. That's right, the YouTube sensation Artie's show. Look at this gorgeous facility.
Never heard of it.
And doing the podcast from today. How are you?
I'm good. I today's a lot of BS today, and I always want to put this in perspective because, there's a lot going on in the world, and when I get caught in my own stuff, I don't want to minimize what's going on because I find gratitude and everything. But like, I pulled in the garage the other day and I had my trunk open, so I completely took out the top of the garage. So I fixed that this morning. Our washer went out, and so I had a repair guy come over today, and he charged me $100, went and got a part, and came back and said, "Oh, well, it looks like it's your motherboard." So he couldn't fix it, so I got to buy another one. Don't look at your clock; you're putting pressure on me. I'm trying to talk fast. I'm trying to talk like Murray Sawcheck. But the point is that I had those two things going on, and then the chickens, and then the dogs. I planted my garden today, but I haven't showered. I put some deodorant on top of the BO, and that's kind of weird too, but I'm doing good. I got a rehearsal coming up. I have a surprise guest today after our guest who might pop in time to say hello to everybody. How are you today?
I'm glad that you dressed up for us today. This is really
this is how I've been working all day. What do you want me to do?
You look good. I'm saying you put it on natural.
You had time to take a shower and do your hair. Oh, sorry. You got time to get ready and go to this party, and you figured out a solution that you could go from the house you're at, which is fantastic. And I'm so happy you pulled it off. It shows your priority, man. You care about the Little Lavender and our little creation that we have, and I want you to know I'm grateful for that.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks so much for sharing that. I feel so. You last we left you were drinking a whole bunch of sodium bichlorate, and you were pooping your brains out, getting ready for your anal probe. How did that whole thing go? Was it good?
Well, I'm happy to say I'm back able to drink Generosity, right? Our sponsor that you still have not gotten tea from yet, which I have a case for you.
Straight up bullshit. Straight up lies. They're not even a sponsor if I'm not getting any of the deal.
One thing about me, you think I lie? About my integrity? By the way, that right there stands for integrity. And I got this in 1995. You can tell how faded it is, but that means integrity.
That stands for I like lady boys, and that's totally cool. If that's what you're into, it's all good and it's all good.
I don't discriminate, right? I don't discriminate. So I got the colonoscopy. That was on Wednesday morning. The cleanse is brutal. It's. I mean, you are really cleaning yourself out, and like, I took the second dose at midnight. Right, my appointment was at 6:15. So around 5 a.m. it finally calmed down. I was just, we got Sam Novak on. He just had one too, so he's got some. He probably has an opinion. But by that last hour, you're just peeing clear liquid out of your bunghole, which is the whole point of it. And then I went to the place, and I was a little bit nervous and scared. And man, when they put the IV in and that drug, I was just like, is that the? And I remember waking up naked with my junk hanging out. My wife standing over me going, "Honey, wake up, wake up." And the nurse accusing me of being a little bit of a lightweight. So, but overall, I got a little bit of a pain. I checked on that today. They said it's kind of normal because they did find a polyp that they took out. And that's probably the soreness. It's consistent with the location. But thank you for asking. Perfect time for a first date. You mean perfect conversation for a first date? Hey, Patrick.
When you're hopped up on the drugs, it's a good time for a first date.
Oh, Sam, you're so, we should get him in on this because he's a naughty little birdie.
Yeah, Sam is on our short list of guests that we're going to have on this podcast.
Right after the other 72 people we have in front of him, right?
He's clarifying it's the perfect time for first date post cleanse.
That's even worse, Sam. Jesus, man, have a little class, will you? God. Oh wait, I don't have any class. No, bring it on. So you're at a party, or what do you?
I'm at an afternoon tea at our friend Andy and Amy Walmsley's house. You guys know them. amazing friends here in the Las Vegas area. Andy is the production designer of the Stars. He designs
Very talented.
There, The Voice. I mean, programs that we've all come to love as popular culture. And he's been doing it for a very long time. They have this brand new YouTube channel and a children's show teaching kids how to do art. And I mentioned it at the top. Artie is a puppet. Andy used to work with Jim Henson and the Jim Henson Muppet organization.
Phenomenon.
Very near and dear to him, and very gracious. They let me broadcast from Artie's studio tonight, so that's why I've got this wonderful camera lighting. Michael, you said that the audio isn't the best for me.
It's fine.
I'm without my microphone, right?
Yeah, usually have a better mic. So it's an art, so for art, teaching art to kids, which is kind of what we want to do the Bob Ross painting thing. We have yet to do it in 9 episodes. But we do have, Murray Sawchuk in the house. We have the paintbrush. Oh, okay, boys and girls. So the point is we will get to it eventually. I think yeah, you got one too. Isn't that amazing? Where are the eyeballs? So that's very cool. So can we piggyback off them? Can you get in there and maybe get their subscribers and we can shift them over to our YouTube channel?
They just hit 1,000 subscribers on their channel in record time, 6 weeks. Congratulations to Andy and Amy. And for those of you that are watching, check out their YouTube show if you have children. Even if you don't, it's a great program. They put a lot of time and effort into the production value, and it's a lot of fun. There's things here that I probably shouldn't touch, and I'm not going to. Like
do it, Kevin, do it.
Normally, I come in with some hair, and this kind of fits the wig vibe a little bit, right? Little. I feel like I need to learn some Phyllis Diller lines if I'm going to wear this.
It's very cute. It's very cute. So did you have a good week?
It's Tuesday. So far the first 37 and a half hours have been freaking great.
Whoa. It's a week since we were last on air. So
you're talking about the whole last week too? Yeah, I think so, right? Like we're getting ready. I don't know if you heard, but we're opening a show on the Las Vegas Strip.
I didn't hear that.
Docksiders are
really?
So we're putting some minimal effort into figuring out maybe what we should play. We're figuring out who should be in the show.
You're still looking for another singer, right?
Well, I think we're in good shape there. I'm pretty confident that we, I think
you got choices, but I see that Jonathan Martin is on. He's an agent here in town. He works with a lot of acts. Jonathan, unless you're looking kind of a sub situation, but you've got if you've got somebody, but you could have Jonathan Martin give you some leads too. He's pretty connected in town. Just saying. So minimal effort. What that means, audience, is when you're mounting a show, minimal effort means 18 hours a day. If you're shooting above average, you're at 25 hours a day, which is a lot. So do you feel good about everything?
I do. I really do. I'm kind of being a little silly, but I do feel good. I'm just looking forward to getting back on stage and just doing what we do, which is, play soft rock softly.
Rocking
softly.
Rocking softly.
Hey, we have shirts that say the Docksiders softly melting faces off since 2018.
You could put the opposite of Viagra.
That's right. What's the opposite of blue? Is it orange? On the color wheel is orange. We're the little orange pill that keeps you soft.
Wow,
it's great.
Yeah, I don't think you should fly with that.
We got a great special guest today. I'm glad we were able to catch up here. Do you know who was on the program today, Michael?
I guess we're moving along. Is that what we're doing here?
This is somebody that you've worked with for. Why do you always do that?
You're such a control freak, man.
And you always stop and say, "Oh, just for moving along."
Control freak. Go ahead. You got that right.
Listen, we have a frequent collaborator of yours on the show today.
Incredible.
I have not yet worked with her, and I'm looking forward to the time very much that I get to. So Kelly Vohnn, yes, I know her very, very well. 2023 Entertainer of the Year, if I am not mistaken. She's a Las Vegas headliner in multiple shows, everything ranging from impersonating iconic legends in country music like Reba McEntire, Dolly Parton, to Barbara Streisand on the other side, and everything in between. She's got a CD out. I don't know if it's new, but it was produced by her amazing husband, James. And without further ado, let's show you a little bit about our friend Kelly Vohnn.
People say you're riding high in April, shine down in May.
Kelly Vohnn!
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah.
Boy, you're a slut. You play how many characters, how many different styles of music, you play with anybody on stage. I think that puts you a little promiscuous, young lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to label me as sure.
Tammy Bickle, Kelly Vohnn is fabulous. Yeah, understatement.
We
Wow.
agree, Tammy.
Thank you. Oh, Tammy's on. Hi, Tammy.
Kelly, thank you for doing the show with us today.
Thank you for having me. Oh my
For
God.
someone, I've been meaning to ask you this, and you don't have to give away your secret if you don't want to. But for someone that does so many different versions of entertaining, right? Like you have a lot of different versions of who you are as an entertainer. Do you have a personal favorite?
That's a good question. Okay, so I have favorites for different reasons, but I have three favorites. Well, actually four. But so when I sing Barbra Streisand, when I do a Barbra Streisand show, she sings so perfectly that at the end of the show, my voice is very warm and it feels so good. Like I can't even. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's just like it's you.
Oh.
Well, it was like we rehearsed that.
Everything. It's just so nice. It's amazing on my voice. And I love doing Dolly because like she's one of the best humans on the planet. And, I try to like embrace her spirit when I do her, and so it's like, there's many different reasons why I like doing a lot of the people that I do. So, yeah.
You can only do from here on out. You can only do one artist, and not yourself, of course, not your original stuff, but one artist. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Too much time.
That's a hard one. It's a tough one.
Pick it.
Okay, tell me your favorite song to sing.
I love them all. I'm so grateful. Any note comes out of my voice.
When people say, "What's your favorite song?" It's like, okay, well,
I didn't ask that. I said, what if you could do one artist and that's what you were going to do for the rest of your career? Who would it be? And it can't be yourself because that would be a common answer. But who would it be?
I guess Dolly.
I knew that was the answer.
Why?
Yeah, because she's like what you said. I mean, she's an amazing human, and she has touched all genres of music and influenced, just all different types of incredible musicians and artistry. And so I would have guessed that. Yeah. Well,
my favorite solo in We Are the World was Dolly's.
I'm trying to remember her doing that on that. I just watched that special.
We Are the World. She was in that? Really?
No, I'm just messing with you both. You both
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah.
Come on, people. You remember who's on this with you?
Put the caption across. Do it now, Kevin. Do it. Here you go.
Right.
This is for you, Kelly. I know he's going to put mine up. Yeah. God, your caption, you prick. I knew you were going to do that. Man, there you go. Thank you. Yes. I concur. So we tapped into you yesterday. You were about to do a corporate event and you were doing it as Dolly?
I was doing it as Dolly.
Yeah.
So I'm exhausted today. So I'm in the same boat as you are, Michael. Although I did bathe today.
And Kelly, you always look incredible. You dressed for the occasion. Mike, look at how he's walking.
I
Right?
did not. I
It's
threw
like
a
we
makeup
got.
cap
It's like
on. My hair's half up, half down. It's like
with the Strapster today. It was like we got one ticket to the gun show. It wasn't even like we got two.
I was painting. I was painting the house. I was planting the garden. I was trying to fix a washing machine. So
Okay.
but Kelly didn't shower, but you look a lot better than me, which doesn't say much. But
well, I bathed. I had a bath. I didn't shower,
I didn't do that. Why would I do that? You guys can't smell me, right? Yeah. What's next for you, Kelly? What do you got going on?
Well, I have another corporate on Friday, but I get to be me as myself.
Oh,
And that's why I was over at Brenda and Stevens the other day.
yeah.
My people in my band are right around the corner from Michael's house. So every time I go in there, I wave, "Hello, Michael."
Oh,
And
sometimes.
out, but hello.
Different. I usually try to find a place in his front yard to pee.
Right. That's why we took the grass out of the front because of you. I saw Stephen and Brenda last night. They were on a walk, and I was putting the what's the cement called you put on the wall?
Cement stucco.
Stucco. Thank you. Ding 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 ding. Winner 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 winner. Yeah, and they were walking by, and so we had a little conversation. Yeah, yeah, amazing people. So that's a corporate thing, and what you're doing is yourself because you're going to be doing a bunch of covers that aren't necessarily in character. Is that why?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Right. Look at you working. Yeah, I have a question for you. As a beautiful woman in this industry, have you ran into challenges with that? We don't have to mention names, but bandmates, entertainment directors, agents, anybody because you're a woman where you had an extra challenge where.
Because I'm a woman, period. I don't think it has anything to do with your looks. I think because you have a pulse and a vagina sometimes, I don't know if it's the same nowadays because of all the Me Too movements.
Yeah.
But yes, it was definitely for the last several decades. It was interesting because everyone who wanted to work with you wanted way more. But so a lot of times I just that's when I backed off on my career. Like it's like and then you do different projects and then things happen, then you're like back off again, and it's for me anyway. I don't know who else how they handle that stuff, but yeah, and then of course I end up only one time did I have a relationship with somebody, and he was my drummer, then he became my music director, then he became my boyfriend, then fiance, and then we were playing this huge stadium in Ottawa, Ontario, where they play hockey. It's a huge stadium, and we were breaking up, and it was horrible. So I never ever ever dated anyone ever again in the music industry because I was hell no, because and then just kind of ruined my career. So
well, that's your experience with having a lover in the project. I mean, Kevin, as you know, is married to this Aaron, the singer in his show, and Kevin, your relationship with Aaron has been how many years, and how many years actually in Docksiders together?
22 years we've been together, and the Docksiders since the beginning. So it's 6 years, and for the most part, I'm very blessed. It's a wonderful relationship. So it translates very well into the band as well. But like human beings, we're emotional people, and we have ups and downs like anybody else. And there's times on the road I can think of a couple times on the road where it was like end of the gig, I wanted to go find another place to hang out for a little while just to cool down, right? To give myself a little bit of grace and some space. And I'm always of that type of person that I don't want to say the wrong thing and make things worse than they typically are. So I try to be very careful and thoughtful with my words. And it's hard when you're in a relationship and you're working together too, right? So I get where you're coming from, Kelly, big time. Have you found that how many years have you been working in the Las Vegas area?
I've been here for 20 years.
So have you found that modern Las Vegas entertainment is very different than, say, 10 years ago, halfway through your journey in Vegas?
Yeah, it definitely is. But then, so when I first got here, things were really, really different. And then the recession happened. And I don't know if you feel this, Michael, when the recession happened in 2008, things started to change a lot. Like I had a complete calendar and at a certain set rate, and then all of a sudden, either things got wiped out, or they wanted you to work for half or a quarter of what they were offering. So, and then people were doing it. Some people were doing it, and then it became a standard to accept those rates. So it's been interesting. Definitely, it's been an interesting ride. You know.
That didn't hit me. I wasn't in Las Vegas in 2008 because I left from 2000 to 2015. So I was in the Bay Area and we were touring. We were doing quarterly tours where we were just doing all original music. But that explains why nobody came to the shows. Everybody was in a recession. Wow. I thought it was my art. I thought it was me. It was a recession.
Same thing happened to me in 2020. We were playing all these incredible shows. There was nobody there.
Weird.
Nobody came out during almost a 2-year period. I have no clue why. Kelly, what are some of the new, aside from what you just mentioned, where else can we see you coming up shortly?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to be in Reckless in Vegas, July 27th.
Ooh, that's a full production. That's full throttle.
July 27th is a full.
Yeah, that's horns and dancers and yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
I am in Pahrump. I think June 15th. I was supposed to be at Notre Dame.
I hear Pahrump is beautiful in June.
Is that the brothel gig you're doing? What is that?
Yes. Yeehaw!
what is it in Pahrump? Where are you playing?
The winery. Sanders.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
How great would it be to resurrect the best little whorehouse in Texas in Pahrump? With
that's actually kind of funny.
Kevin, have you been to the winery in Pahrump? Do you know what she's talking about?
I don't know. I stay away from Pahrump like I try to stay away from shingles.
Because you can't control yourself, or what?
Yeah, I don't even know about Pahrump.
Actually, I mean, aside from the chicken ranches and stuff like that, but it's a nice little town. It's like so where you Michael, you have chickens and all that stuff. Where we live right now, there's ranches and stuff all around us, and I love that. And there's tons of ranches in Pahrump. The only thing I wouldn't like to live in Pahrump because they get way more wind storms, and everyone I know that lives there, with the
You telling us to wrap it up, or what does this mean?
That's the sign language for tornado, I believe.
the sand dusting, like they have to get rid of it.
It's dusty for sure.
Very dusty.
And there's meth labs there too, which is, if you're into that kind of stuff, I mean, there's meth labs. There's a lot of.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
You're so naive and innocent.
She's so great.
Yeah.
Isn't she the best?
You get her on a question, man. Come on, that's
You gotta be a little kinder. With Kelly and our friends like that. Some of the people we can just kind of cut right off mid-sentence, but Kelly's different.
I think I forgot to tell her we're going to hang up on. Maybe I told her. I don't know. Kelly, we appreciate you being on the show. I hope everybody enjoyed her conversation with her. She's not only is she a kick-ass entertainer and singer, but she is salt of the earth and an amazing human being.
And a consummate professional, right? Every gig she's on that I watch from the sidelines, that woman is just, does it the right way all around.
Her husband's a total asshole, but everything other than that, Kelly's an amazing. Actually, Jimmy is also equally amazing, and they match each other. And she found a really good one in that marriage. So yeah. There you go, Diane Davis.
Kelly. Diane Davis. Kelly.
I think we should get somebody more negative on the show for the next guest, because Kelly's so positive, and now we got to balance it with negativity.
I think you're right.
That's me.
That you're the balance, right? You're the yang.
My blood type is B negative, so I'm just following what the doctors tell me. Yeah.
Really, B negative?
B negative, yeah. But on the good side, what are you? O?
You got to put that on a shirt.
B negative, and then blood type in small letters. Well, I think it's good for COVID because Jolie is A positive, I think, She got it a couple times. My whole family got it. I never got sick. And I was exposed. I did a gig in Utah in Salt Lake when we were still wearing masks in Vegas. I went there and no one had masks on. I was like, I didn't know how to handle it because I just was not used to. You're right. It's Michael time. But my point is, I got exposed to a ton. There was like 500 people at that show, and they're drunk and talking in your face and everything. And then I didn't get it, and then when she got it, I didn't get it. And you got it a couple times, right?
I think I had it like 15 times already.
And you were touring. Were you doing some touring around that time too? Is that how you were?
I think in reality, I maybe had it 2 or 3 times. But yeah, it's always been touring, and then like idiots, we never canceled the meet and greets. We would always do a meet and greet afterwards, and the people want to get up close and talk, and the next thing you know, they're touching you in places you didn't. You said no means no, and it turns into something that it doesn't need to be. Am I getting off on a tangent? I think I am. Anyway,
no, but I like the no means no because she brought up how the Me Too movement. Kelly brought up the Me Too movement, how it sort of cleaned things up a little bit. Like I was even afraid to say the word vagina with her, and she just dropped the vagina right there. And,
that was the first time somebody said vagina on our podcast.
I think so. Mark that down. April 30th, 2024, episode 9. Kelly Vohnn dropped vagina. She showed us her vagina. I mean, there you go.
Wow.
Too much?
Wow, never enough. What are you talking about? One time in 9 episodes, we heard the word.
What's on the schedule for next Tuesday? Are we going to paint? Nobody seems to be interested in us painting.
Nobody has commented after the podcast. Even any of the comments said, "Hey, we want to see you guys paint."
Yeah.
Should we punt on the painting altogether and just say
the whole podcast is bullshit? You want to just get rid of the whole thing? Because
I'm done. You done?
Well, I mean, if nobody wants us to paint, I got my paintbrush and everything. You got yours, paintbrush and everything. I mean, it's just I don't understand why people don't want us to paint. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I got spray paints here. I got it all. Like I'm ready to go.
Is that for huffing? Is that the huffing paint?
Hold on.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Hey man.
Hey. You far out, man. I just yeah. Did you ever see that movie with Seymour Hoffman, Philip Seymour Hoffman, where he was huffing paint or huffing gasoline?
I love it.
You know the movie I'm talking about?
I do.
It's an obscure movie. I don't know the name of it, but I came across it and I watched it. And I got, man, I didn't even know people did that. I mean, you can't smoke it, shoot it, sniff it. Well, sniffing it, I guess, counts.
Crack it, flip it, rub it down. Oh no.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I guess painting is on the chopping block, and I guess apparently now the podcast is on the chopping block, right?
Well, the painting was the whole premise of the show, and I want to know for the record. I did tell you today. I did paint today. I painted the outside of my garage where I destroyed it with my trunk pulling in. So that counts. It's just not on the show. I think
I'm painting tonight. I'm painting the town.
That doesn't count. Oh, sure it does. Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you. It's Kevin time again. Oh, yeah. I think, you know what? Hold on. Don't hang up because somebody's here. I feel like Mr. Rogers right now. Get out. Go. Mr. Rogers. You hear the dogs barking?
This is the end of the podcast.
Don't do it. You got to wait. Give him a chance. Let him come in. Yeah. There he goes. There he is.
Show on YouTube. Visit them on YouTube. Go find Artie's show. For those of you that have access to a camera, there's a little QR code. Thank you to Andy and Ainley Walmsley for letting me use their incredible studio today.
And it is a show that they actually paint. They show you how to paint.
It's a great show. They've got real Muppets, real people in them.
Yeah. Well, I have a real person. Hurry up, Mr. Roth. Kevin's going to hang up on us. He's going to totally hang up on us. We're over time. Come on. Get on the chair. Sit on the chair, you prick.
Did somebody order some negativity?
Oh, yeah. What's up, brother?
What's happening?
Jack, tell me what you're doing. What are you doing over there at Michael's place?
I'm making out with dogs.